Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill. Thanks for joining us on Suncoast FYI. Behind me we have the artwork of Disney artist Tim Rogerson. Tim is one of only 25 artists in the world who can legally recreate Disney characters. You can find more of Tim's work at the Made By Gallery, located on the campus of Ringling College of Art and Design. Now joining us on Suncoast FYI today, a Perfect Event SRQ, owner Mark Anthony Roman and producer Buster Coles, Aqua's News, Dana Corley, the Humane Society of Sarasota County's Nalani Simpson, and Donna Dunio with the Aging in Paradise Resource Center. We'll sit down with each of our guests coming up on today's Suncoast FYI. Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill and welcome to Suncoast FYI today. A Perfect Event SRQ puts together what else but a perfect event right here on the Suncoast. Owner Mark Anthony Roman and producer Buster Coles join us to talk about these events benefiting local veterans. Thank you for being here, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
So everybody's curious. Tell us about what Perfect Events SRQ is, please.
A Perfect Event SRQ is a group of musicians, entertainers, producers, and we put on local events, anything from boxing events, wrestling, concerts, roller derby, anything that's a fun event that can be perfect.
All right, now the people that you have involved in this, when you say entertainers, what kind of entertainers are we talking about? Local entertainers, national, what have you all done? We
use a combination of local and national. As a matter of fact, our producer, Buster Coles, he has experience that he doesn't like talking about because he's a very humble man, but he's worked with people may have heard of like Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
And that's just a very super short list because we don't have enough time.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Yes. So, Buster, how are you involved and how does the Perfect Events SRQ benefit our veterans, local veterans?
It benefits the veterans in a wonderful way. I'm used to performing a lot of places, and we always honor our veterans everywhere we perform our music events. Locally here in Sarasota and elsewhere, we always acknowledge our veterans, and because we want them to feel special for what we do.
And they are special.
And
Absolutely.
we perform all the time. So it's a good thing. It's always a good thing, a good cause to perform for our veterans and make events.
Whatever you do, that's your focus. Your focus is on events, no matter what type of event you're putting on.
Yes.
Okay.
There's always at least a mention.
Well, of course. I mean, absolutely. So how many events do you put on a year, would you say?
50 plus.
Wow. And they're all done here locally?
Most of them are done locally. Some of them are done in north, the Tampa area, or maybe south.
Okay.
But the focus, the minimum focus is mentioning and making sure there's acknowledgement, but we always give a portion of our proceeds, whether it's a benefit or if it's a for-profit show, to local, and that's important, local veterans organizations. Because it accomplishes two things. One, it eliminates the red tape that veterans go through to getting help, because being a veteran myself, I understand the mentality. The veterans are very stubborn. They're very much, I can do this myself. Yeah. So when they get to the point of making that phone call and saying, I need help, it's like, I need help like in 2 or 3 days. And the typical response with the national organizations, because of their administrative, the way that they work, because they're so big, well, we can talk to you in 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. But when somebody's getting their utility shut off tomorrow, they don't have that time.
Right. So how do you help people when they call you when they're in crisis like that?
Well, so we find out about them. We don't actually do the helping ourselves. What we do is we take the proceeds and we give them to local organizations that are vetted, 501c3 organizations that have been proven and have transparency, have accountability, and they're the ones we refer them to these organizations as we find these out.
And what are some of the organizations that you work with?
Locally, we have Veterans Exchange. We deal with Goodwill Serve, which has their own division. Even though they're a nationwide organization, they're franchised and they're owned locally. The Jewish Family Children's Services has Operation Military Assistance Program. Doctors Exchange, which even though they're a for-profit medical facility. They donate a lot of their services to local veterans. On the list, we probably have a list of about 15 people or organizations.
So when is your next event coming up?
We have our next fun event. We've got coming up on March 8th. It's called the this is a long name, the Flashback Las Vegas Time Machine Casino Night, which is going to be a 60s casino night.
All right, and we'll get to hear you play there, Mr. Buster?
Yes, I'll be performing there, yes.
All right. Now, where can our viewers go to contact you or find out more? Do you have a website that you can
You can
share
go to
with us?
A Perfect Event SRQ on Facebook.
Okay.
Or you can email us for information at apesrq@gmail.com.
Okay. Well, thank you both for being here this morning, and I look forward to hearing some of your music. Sounds awesome.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, their water is a thunderstorm in a bottle. We'll take a look at a local business's special polarized water. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. Pure water inspired by the heavens. That's what local business Aqua News brings to the Suncoast. And joining us is Dana Gorley, COO of Aqua News. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And I really enjoy being here on your awesome show.
Oh, well, thank you. That's so nice of you to say. Well, let's get to what you're here for. How long have you been working with this energy potential of water? I mean, how did that come about?
Well, we've been on the market with a very special product for 9 years. But before that, about 30 years prior to that, my husband has been studying the energy potential of water. And we know pretty well that oxygen and hydrogen have energy forces to them. In fact, some of our cars are running on hydrogen cells these days. But what we've discovered is a double water molecule. Very fascinating.
And he discovered that?
He discovered
So
that
he's
in
the
a
inventor of
garage
this.
east of Sarasota.
Oh my goodness.
And what it is, it's a double water molecule, and it's enriched with electrons.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about water?
Yeah, watt, and it's watts and amps, so it relates back to the whole electromagnetic process, and it's an actual molecule that's natural. But he's discovered a way to produce it, and we can make gallons of our polarized water. So what we do, we purify the incoming water, 6 different processes, and then he infuses the gaseous form of water into 6,000 gallons at a time.
Okay, so you said it's like a thunderstorm in a bottle. So
That's
when you say
exactly
he
it.
infuses, how does he infuse?
Well, it's just
that?
like the thunderstorms.
Okay.
You know, these beautiful thunderstorms that we receive at the end of the dry season.
Right.
Our grass is all brown, and all of a sudden we get our first thunderstorm. And what's happening is that the rain is going through a polarization, picking up electrons, falling onto the ground, and those electrons are uptaking the nutrients in through the roots and growing grass, and becomes green and very lush.
So that's what you capture. Now, how does the polarized water support our immune system?
Well, we're always searching internally for electrons. It supports the mitochondria, and when we go back into biology for school, that's the powerhouse of our cells.
What's the mitochondria?
Well, it's actually how it converts the electrons into ADP, and that's how we get our energy.
Okay. So it helps us heal. It's a natural healing.
That's profound.
too.
That's something that I pulled together when Rob kept on talking about, my husband Rob. He said, you know, we need energy to heal. And what we think about, we want to feel good, we want to feel energized, to be able to play with our grandchildren, to get up and make meals, to complete our full day. But we're always thinking about energy and accomplishing our goals.
Right.
How about energy to heal? We actually need these electrons to support healing.
Okay.
And when we
that's what
have
this
water that's hydrating, detoxifying, and also enriched with these electrons that complement our immune system,
That's
we
what it
can have
does.
the energy to go and do everything we
Okay.
want to accomplish.
Well, thank you for telling us about the Wata, but I know that you have a special event coming up
We do.
that is near and dear to your heart.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that,
We
please?
love our customers, and we're very social with them because every person has a story, whether they have a natural beauty tip or they have their beloved pet. But this month is First Responder Appreciation Month. And what we want to do is outreach to the families and friends of our first responder heroes and give their story. And then we'd like to open that up to the possibility of voting in the best story.
Okay.
And then our company would like to provide a gift certificate on behalf of the applicant to the hero or their family.
Wonderful. What a wonderful way to get involved, and we really appreciate that. And this is actually something I've tried before, and it's quite unique, and I think you've got something quite amazing bottled in this little bottle of water. So thank you so
Thanks.
much for being with us today.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Nancy.
it.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. The Humane Society of Sarasota County joins us after the break to tell us about a special offer they have this month. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. Communications Coordinator with the Humane Society of Sarasota County, Nalani Simpsons, joins us now, and she's brought a special friend with her. Thanks for being with us today, and who did you bring with
Thank you, Nancy. And this is Goldie.
Goldie, she's a sweetie. How old is she?
She is. She's only 6 months old. So she is just a puppy, and she's a retriever mix, and she is quite the little cutie.
She is adorable.
Yes.
Now, I know you have a special event this month in January, and it's called Whiteout. And can you tell us a little bit about that
Yeah.
and how she fits into that program?
Yeah, so the Humane Society is running a promotion for January, and we figured since Florida does not get to see snow very often, that we would spread our own sort of winter white cheer for
Okay.
around Sarasota.
All right, so that's how the name came about,
Yes.
Winter Whiteout. Okay.
So we have the January Whiteout. So any shelter pet with a white coat or even just a white marking, they will be discounted 25%.
Okay.
And our adoption fees run anywhere from $25 for a cat to $150 for a puppy and $85 for an adult. So Goldie here has just reached over the 6-month marking, so she will be $85. And with the promotion, that includes a 25% discount.
Okay, and so there's cats,
Yes.
dog, and anything. I mean, she's kind of on the beigey side, but she
She
has some
is.
little white spots on her. So
Yes.
anything that constitute a little white spot
Exactly.
on them fits into this program.
And we
Okay.
even have an all black cat right now, and she has a big white marking on her
little white
chest.
spot there,
So
okay.
she qualifies. She is also 25% off, cats and dogs. So yeah, if you can find any shelter pet with a white marking, you get a discount, and it's just a fun way to get more shelter pets
I like
adopted.
that. I
and-
mean, and this is the first year you said that you've done this kind of promotion?
And we're sort of doing a whiteout blackout. So
Okay.
from January 1st to the 15th, any dog with a white marking will be 25% off.
Okay.
And then from the 16th to the 31st to finish out the month, we're going to do a January blackout.
Okay.
And it'll be any shelter pet with a black marking will be
Black
25% off.
Okay. I like that. Now, how many pets do you currently have in the shelter?
Right now we have around 30 to 40 pets, including cats and dogs. We have about 10 available for adoption, though we just received a transport, so more will be available soon. And so we have a lot of great animals at the Humane Society.
And how did your adoptions go over the holidays? Did you see a significant increase?
Yes, we had a wonderful holiday season. We ran a promotion home for the holidays, and we ended up with only 3 pets left in the entire
Wow.
shelter. So
That's great.
we got almost everyone home,
That's
and
great.
we did over 1,500 adoptions in 2016 alone.
Wow.
So it was a great year.
Now, I know you have, she's so
She
cute.
just wants to give kisses.
You have other events coming up
Yeah.
in 2017. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those?
Yes, we have our annual luncheon, Paws on the Catwalk, and save the date for April 20th. It'll be at the Ritz-Carlton, and all the event information is on our website. There's still sponsorship opportunities if you're looking to partner with your business or individually. We are the area's largest no-kill shelter, So, and we rely solely on contributions from individuals.
Okay.
So.
Right. And there's other things that you offer there. I mean, you offer obedience training.
Yeah.
And there's something with teenagers that they can go on and get volunteer hours if they come in.
So we have a teen
out.
volunteer program. So teenagers from local high schools can come in, and there's a training program that they have to go through.
Okay.
And they help out with the animals. And then we have new canine training courses starting in January.
Great.
So Goldie, since she's so young, will probably need some canine training courses as well, even though she's a good girl.
Okay.
So those are all through January, February, and you can find it on our website.
Okay, and what is your website, Milani?
It is hssc.org.
Okay, and we'll thank you for being here and bringing this adorable little girl with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Yeah, you too.
Next on Suncoast FYI, 2 events coming up for the Aging in Paradise Resource Center. We'll explain right after the break. Welcome back to the show. It's already an exciting year for Aging in Paradise Resource Center. Executive Director Donna Dunio joins us and is going to tell us all the details. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us,
So
Nancy.
can you tell us a little bit about what the Aging in Paradise Resource Center is?
Yes, actually we have a very easy mission. Our mission is to provide quality solutions and exciting opportunities for local seniors to enable them to live with the highest level of independence and good health and with dignity. And that's basically who we are.
That's basic.
Yes.
But it's a lot more involved in that, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
But I know that you've got a couple events coming up. So
We
tell us
do.
what those are and how they benefit those people.
Well, we're so excited. We like other organizations, we need to raise all our own funds to provide the programs, and we did almost 300 programs and services last year out on the Keys for seniors. And to do that, we need to have our annual gala, and it is a fabulous event. The gala is going to be at the beautiful Lido Beach Resort, but most exciting is the folks that we're honoring. And we're honoring some wonderful people in our community who care deeply about seniors and care about our community. Our superstars are Linda Carson from ABC7, Jack Duncan, who's the former mayor of Longboat Key, Steve Roskamp, who's made the Roskamp Institute something we're all so proud of in this area, and the beautiful Sarasota Bay Club, among others. And our honorary chairs are 2 top leading professionals, Jeff Mayers from the Resort at Longboat Key Club and Ed Childs, the Childs Restaurant Group. And our hard-working real chairs that are in there doing all this work for us, Inga Boudreau and Michelle Gianni.
Okay, and that's coming up on January 29th.
It is. That's the 29th. We still have a few tickets left, so we really hope that you will give us a call and find out about it.
All right, now your other event that you have coming up.
That's this one. We are just absolutely thrilled. We were one of 3 last year in the state of Florida, picked by the National Council on Aging in partnership with the Patterson Foundation to present this innovative, brand new 10-part series on mastering the art of living well. And anybody at whatever their stage they are in their journey, if they want to really enhance their overall health and well-being, change habits to really enjoy life more fully, to look at the world a little differently, to find out financially, physically, nutritionally, medication, all the secrets to doing it well.
So it's in a 10-week program.
It's a 10-week program.
And starting when?
And it starts on Monday, January 23rd, and again, it's a limited seating because it's very interactive and a lot of fun.
It's very reasonable. It's $100.
$100 for all 10. $10 a session. And we have your area's top presenters. We have medical doctors, MDs, Dr. Edlin, the top sleep doctor in our county.
And they get this binder, so
and
every
they get
week
this beautiful
they
binder, and there's so many wonderful presenters. We have the manager of the Publix on Longboat Key, and she explains medicine and how they interact, how they shouldn't, what you can and can't do as far as food. It's a fantastic presentation. And the first one, Julie Cook Downing, she's a motivational and loving presenter who runs a program for those who are caring for loved ones with major illnesses. And she comes in, and I mean, you're so motivated when you go through that first session, you are ready to take on the world again.
You want to come back for
You
those.
do.
So this is something that our viewers should sign up for ASAP.
Right away. We are
Okay.
about half full. We only can take 35. Some programs we do 100, 125, but this one's very limited, and you
Okay.
get to know these folks. You have so much fun. All of them have stayed friends
All
from the
right.
first session.
Now I know that you, as you said, everything that you do is by volunteer and donation. So what type of volunteers are you looking for?
We actually are open to any kind of volunteer. Whatever your gifts and talents are, we use them, we need them, we love them, and we appreciate and treasure you. The reality is we do, like I said, almost 300 programs a year. Each program has a 26-point checkoff list of things that have to be done. You might want to be the person who puts the packets together.
Sure.
You might want to be the person who welcomes people and makes them feel like they're in the right spot and they're feeling warm and
So
loved.
it's whatever anybody wants.
Anybody.
They can call you and find out.
Yeah, we have people who are beautiful with social media, who have creative talents on
Great.
Publisher.
All right.
Whatever your gifts, we would love
You
to have
need
them.
them.
We need them, and we're out on Longboat Key, and you know, it's kind of challenging, Nancy, because Longboat Key is somewhat isolated. And if you're a senior and you're caring for your loved one who may have dementia or Alzheimer's, or
Right.
if you've lost your partner of 62 years,
They need-
you're not going to drive
they
into
need
the
some
cities.
help.
You need somewhere to go
So you
locally
want something local.
where you're going to be warmly received.
Okay, so we need to know where our viewers can go to find out your website.
Our
please.
website is very simple. It's aginginparadise.org, because
Okay.
we're an organization.
All right.
And I have to say, we're located on the second floor of the Longboat Island Chapel. Now, this
Okay.
little chapel,
Thank you.
this little chapel donates that space to
Awesome.
us.
Well,
It's
thank you.
awesome.
I really appreciate you being here,
So
and
much
there was so
fun.
much more to learn. So hopefully we'll have you back sometime
Nancy,
soon.
thank you so
thank
much,
you so
hon.
much, Donna.
Really appreciate it.
Okay. Suncoast FYI will be right back after this short break. If you have a business or community event you'd like to share with Suncoast FYI, please call our sales department at 941-361-4239. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.